Well, we're in the weld shop, and we got that crack welded up. I'm sure it's going to be fine. We're going to weld up this little booger right here, these couple. Those are the deep ones, and they're on the bottom. That's the only one I'm really worried about. The rest of the tank's in pretty good shape. It's a little bit right here, but really, those things are on every fuel tank in America. This was the one that I was worried about. Got a little poop in it right there, but it's pretty good.
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, it's freezing out here. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's freezing cold out. I'm gonna be sniffling a lot today. I've got a big job to do. Got to get that fuel tank that I just got back from getting welded, get it in here, get it mounted up, find a solution for this broken bolt, get that side skirting on, and get this thing set up. I've got to find some gasket material to make a new gasket for the fuel sending unit, and you know, all of that stuff sucks a little bit, but we're gonna power through and try and get this going. So let's get after it. The best way to do it is just to get a hold of it, you know, like this, and then put it down on the ground nice and easy, and then roll it. Roll your tank. I feel like I should be able to get this tank in position and put these mounts up, these mounting straps. Take this lid off. Nope, that won't help. Alright, and I feel like these straps will push this up into position. Now I want the this thingy. Okay. Don't go rolling out of there. We're going to want to put this right back where it was, right? So we should have these marks line up right where they belong. And we'll get one of these bolts. All right, so we're getting close. right. So it's pretty close. It's pretty much where it was. I wanted to roll it around a little bit more. I think I'm going to. Then we're going to tend to this, which may just end up not being anything we can do. And we might just let that hang there. We'll have to see. But either way, I might weld the nut on there, I might not. Don't know. All right, so we'll get these cleaned up. We'll try and get this out. We'll get the fuel level. Hook this return line back up, because that's going to be in play again for real this time. We got to get a fuel hose made for the bottom. And get a fuel hose made and get that plumbed in. And then we'll go get some fuel in this tank. We're going to start with 10 gallons. And actually we'll put 10 in, and that'll level the fuel with the other side. All right, it should be tight and leak free. We'll get a regular screwdriver. Should get our wiring. Hopefully the sunning unit works, because ain't getting it out, all the tanks in, and that's a sucky situation, but it's what we have right now, you know. All right, let's work on this bolt. I got a couple of ideas we're going to try. All right, so my idea is that I'm going to, since this block is aluminum and this is steel, I'm going to run next to it with a small drill bit. We're going to go all the way out the back with it, and then we'll try and get some penetrating oil in there. It's pretty close to being out. Let's go a little bit more. Now this should get all the way out. All right, so we drilled a hole in there. We filled it up with penetrating oil. And now we're going to try and grip this with these Milwaukee vice grips. And we'll see. And then we're gonna see what. All right, so far nothing. Not even a tittle. I want these vice grips to grip in there as good as we can. Oh man, just don't think I got enough mustard. Oh. Nothing. Just nothing. And this bolt is just so hard that you can't really get a hold of it, you know? It's just, these won't dig in. And I don't know. Let me see, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I should just put a nut on there and weld it. We're gonna just try and get this nut to get on there, you know, and then I was hoping I could get it to thread a little bit, you know, get it flush down there so I'd have a little something to weld to. It's not like I thought it was going to be. I also thought I was going to be waiting a few days to try it, you know. But looks like it's working. Got her screwing down on there. And we're gonna weld that in there. Now I'm gonna have to move you a little bit because if I try to weld right there with you watching, it's gonna weld my lens. And then that's gonna suck. I want to use a little bit of impact action, but also don't want to break it off. Might break off a couple times, we'll see. And that's what happens when your battery's dead. Base, we're going to put a little stuff on there. to weld to. All right, we're gonna do this a few times probably. So, no surprise. I think I just broke the weld. Nope, it's loose. That's so crazy. Ouch. That's so crazy hot. That socket's hot. All right, so it's loose in the hole. Now we can find my crescent wrench. Hold that nut back there. Should be able to spin it right out. All right. Okay, so what bolt we put back in there is going to depend. You see that? That's the groove I cut in there and filled with penetrating oil. I did that with a drill bit. Now this block, it's aluminum, and you put a steel bolt in there, even one of these coated bolts, you're going to get that galvanic corrosion. Where are you going, lady? Carrots and celery and stuff. Can you square that stand up? It looks like it's about to fall over.
Oh, like.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mom, I love you. All right, so if I remember right, I cut these off. And so we're gonna need to get a bolt that's this long, and we'll double check with the other piece that's in here. Make sure that they're the same length. And this one is this one, obviously, because of the color of the bolt. So we're gonna need to get some this long right here. So let's go do that. All right, so those are on now. We've got the top tightened. We've put these where the old witness marks are, and we're hoping that's the right height. We may have to change that, and to change that, you'd loosen these up and loosen that up and slide them down or up to get the steps level. And so since we had that broken part there, the bottom was busted off, there's a big gap. We've got another piece we're gonna go and steal that from, and then we'll bring it over. We'll put this piece we'll put this whole piece on, and that goes on 3, 6, 9 bolts, and we'll get that setting on there, and then we'll come over here and we'll get those bolts on for the rails, and then we'll take this piece in and we'll set it in there, and we'll make adjustments as needed to get it square looking in there. And then once we get that good, then we'll start cinching it down. I'll have to get underneath. I got to make a fuel line for this tank, so I'll have to get under there, measure it up, get one made, and then I'll just go under the truck to do that. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get under there, but let's get a little look just before too many things go insane. Okay. Fender goes about right there. That's in a good spot. I like the angle of it. It's going to be good. Yep. So now let's get that bottom piece put on this, and then get that stuff put on there. Hopefully I can do it without Jessica, because she's not home. But let's get after that piece. There's a fine line between being able to see and not. But anyways, this bottom piece was broke, and there was a big opening over here in the truck, and so we're going to we're gonna lube all these, make it easier to come off, because we're gonna actually reuse all these bolts. They're not in horrible shape. They are lock nuts. And yeah, we're going to get after it. Let me go and look at the other side and just see how. Well, so far everything's working out good, better than I thought. We'll see how putting those stairs goes, or those steps on goes. It should be fine. Having this extra bolt in there is nice. Hopefully I got the thing straight on the fuel tank. That'll be the part that sucks the most. If I don't have that right, trying to get it done while the steps are on. All right. Okay, that piece looks a lot better. If you remember, that other piece was broke off right here. And so it's nice to have these. Those were a gift from Eddie Cox, a guy I just got to know, and he's a pretty decent dude. And Eddie's got a FLD for sale, new engine, new transmission, new wood floors. Needs tanks put on and some other stuff finished, but it's a good looking truck. He wants $35,000 for it. It's a, I think it's a 95. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. We'll try and get this set up in there, and we'll see. We'll just see. This is kind of a lot to handle for one person. I did take them off by myself, so I think I can put them on by myself. Ooh, heavy duty, heavy duty. Oops, got into the camera just a skosh. I think we'll get under it. And then what I think I'll do is I think I'll just get a pin. I'll be back. All right, so I moved you a little bit when I knocked you over the camera, but all I did was bring those over there. Now, there's 9 bolts in the frame mount, 3, 6, and 9. Those go in here on mounts. And then once that's done, then there's 8 bolts in the tank. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use this drift pin, and I'm gonna pick this up and get it in one of these, and then I'll go down there and I'll pick it up and try and put a bolt in. The reason why I'm not gonna try and put a bolt in this one is because there's 2 plates on this end, and to get them all lined up is tough. So I'm just gonna try and do it with the drift pin. And I call this punch a drift pin. I don't know why. It's my dad used to call it that. I don't know if that's legitimate words or not. I think I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay, I actually could pick this up right here and put a pin in. I even could get a bolt in it, and that might actually help. Let me do that. Let me get a bolt in here. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna get a long bolt. I'll be right back. I'm gonna use this bolt and just any of these nuts. And this is just to line it up. And the only reason I'm putting a nut on there is so it can't just pull that out. All right, hopefully you could see me do that. I just picked that up and put one bolt in the front, and now I'm gonna pick it up back there and use this pin to locate it and see how that goes. All right, not too shabby, not too shabby. And then if I can use this pin to get a bolt started. Well, my problem is that getting a bolt started is super tough. There we go. That might help. Let's see if we can get another one in. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God dang it. Yeah, that's the bad part. This stuff is so brittle. I pulled that through and it just broke this off. So we'll be changing this back one too. All of this dark stuff from 92 is made out of different plastic. It's made out of 80s. plastic, and that stuff is super brittle. Same thing the Kenworth dashboards are made out of. Super disgusted by that. Oh man, can't even express how I feel about that. Now this stuff I think is 9/16, if I remember right. And I'm just gonna snug this one up. Well, it's not really what I wanted to accomplish, but maybe that'll help. Dang it, man. Okay, I'm just going to get a bunch of these nuts and bolts and washers and start stabbing them together. I'm not really sure what these are. I think these are for here, yeah. And these top ones have these nut plates and the bottom ones just have nuts and bolts, so we'll redo those in a minute. Are you guys still watching? Yep, according to this you are. All right, so I'm just gonna lay down there. I got 3 right here. I'm gonna get 3 more. Some of them are a little longer. I'm not really sure why, but I'm just gonna grab a bunch of them and shimmy under there, see what I can do. These that go on here. Now this job came up totally unexpectedly. I just noticed it had a fuel leak, and then found out the tank was cracked, and then found out that they had, whoever operated this truck before already knew that, and yeah, so I think we're going to put this nut plate here, and so we need this is this side. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to pull this back or why it needs to be pulled back, because it should be where it needs to be. Now we can't change the position of those fronts. So it's super interesting. Yeah, it's just super interesting. Ow, ow, oh man, I peeled back some meat. Yeah. Oh man, I peeled back some meat. I hit my head right there on that corner. I peeled back some meat. God dang it.
Man, that sucked. It made my eye hurt. That's how bad that sucked. Alright, I need 2 more setups here. Oh, my eye is watering. It hurts so bad. Wow. Oh, geez, dude. Yeah, I can taste that. Yep.
So, what do we got left to do? We got to put this piece on, but we need that bottom piece. Wait, before we do this, let's drill out that hole. And then we'll drill that hole out and we'll put this on, because I think I can change that piece with it on the truck. So it looks like we'll need to be able to put some bolts in here. So I think if I remember right, these top ones worked fine. Looks like here and here. Yeah, and we'll put anti-seize on those, because those bolts are important. These bolts are super duper important, and without these things working, you get a lot of work to do, and nobody wants a lot of work to do. I think it was this one. Yeah. Okay, so these two work. So that's good. We're going to drill this bottom one out, and this one out. We'll use nuts on the bottom of that. We're going to capture this with this here. We're going to capture it better. All right, and then we're going to capture this one. I don't know how we're going to capture it. Ooh, don't knock that down. I think I'm going to break that piece off just like that. Okay, now we're going to see what fits in there. All right. All right. All right, so another thing I want to look at is I think that had a spacer on the bottom. Yeah, it for sure did. Did it on here? Yeah. Okay, so I've only got one, and I don't know why. What the? I don't know. Was it this one? No. I think it was this. Was it this? So we had a big fender washer on the top and this big washer on the bottom, but I don't see any other big washers. Let me figure it out. I think this big washer goes on here. Yeah. And then this piece goes on there. Now look how high that is all of a sudden. I don't know if I like that. That's a little better. Okay, and then this bolt goes in there. This goes underneath. I think I want to put, is that a 3/8 bolt? It is. I think I want to put one more washer like this one on this 3/8, because I think those fender washers are actually 7/16. And I'm doing this so that these washers, or this bolt has some sustenance to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want this broken. This is a good fender. That stuff kind of goes uphill a little bit. But I'm guessing that the cab's not up as high as it would be. All right, let me grab that Phillips. And we'll put these two bottom ones in first. Try not to dent those.
I know.
They're very fragile.
Yeah, this is so awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in there?
Well, yeah, one of them is. Hold on. How crazy awkward is it?
Yeah,
It sucks.
it sucks a lot. Well, my top ones are not.
Lower down a little bit. Okay. Lower down a little more. A little more. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now the biggest problem I find is I'm not tall enough, I don't think, to reach those top ones. But I'm going to be laying up in this thing for a bit. Okay, I got to get that top one on the other side, and then you can.
He's on my head.
Yeah. Stuck. Okay, you can just leave it now. Thanks, Mama. Yeah. Watch your head when you climb under there.
Put my computer down.
Okay.
It doesn't have the bar at the top like yours does. It doesn't have a touchpad.
It's not a Pro?
It's the MacBook Air.
Yeah, that sucks. The Pro has the top bar, but it don't matter. Oh, that sucks. I didn't. All right, we'll show it to you. Looks good, right? Yeah, that looks a lot better. Stepping in this middle, because it's weak there, we're going to step there. And let's not break any of those off. Well, and that's why you need the extra battery. Dang it. My oldest batteries. The only reason why it has these batteries is because when I went to get this truck, Fleet Pride had let me down and brought me 3 batteries that were top post. And so I took these batteries and went out to do the will it start, and then these batteries just been in there, and I took the new batteries and they're in Fiona. Let me see, am I even talking to you? Yep. So these batteries are not going to be in here. I will have 4 new ones. It's a 4 battery truck. There's 3 batteries in it. Oh, 12. You dog. Wow. What's your problem? 12. You're all set up. Your new tank. You guys are probably thinking, oh, you didn't put any gas in it. I didn't. Because this fuel tank is still not, it's not drawn from this tank. It needs the bottom line. And so right now this tank's empty. It is going to get some return fuel, but for the most part it's just going to be empty. The other tank has about 20 gallons in it. It's more than enough to draw from. So it's just, it doesn't have enough battery, and with the 11.1 computer it's not fueled enough to start when it's cold. So it's just what you get. Once I get it running, and actually I think I'm just going to leave this battery charger running on here for a while. So I think I'm going to knock it down to 10 amps. We'll just let her sit. I got other stuff I can be doing. Trisha down to the front of the line. And then I'm going to move this trailer. And then I'm going to move Franny out here because I'm anticipating that motor getting here sometime soon. And we're going to slap it in. So I don't think it'll get done before I go to work, but you never know. That cold snap didn't made everything not want to start. Trisha never let me down. She turned over 2 revolutions a minute and it'll still do it. Love that truck. I got to get that roof painted and get that tarp off there, ugly old tarp. Trisha don't like that. Might as well start 13 as well. right, I'd like for this to start now. Been charging for half hour, 45 minutes. Alright, we're going to let it warm up, and then we're going to move it and pull 13 in and put that hood cable on. We'll be back.